Viene. Esta partida va a estar súper buena, loco, porque Optic literalmente les dio un 3-0 la última vez que jugaron online y ahora es el momento. Y el audio, ah, María, todavía estamos bien. Así que todo el mundo va a estar mirando el rookie. Bueno, ya barrieron el primer punto.
And this has been the problem with Ultra, right? They've had some maps that have slipped this stage. 0-2 on Vault Hardpoint throughout this stage. It's been a good one for them throughout the year. Yeah, it hasn't been the same Ultra that we really started to see in Stage 3 qualifiers.
No, I know. I mean, before what went down with like Beans and the Beast, I know they made a run to top 3, but they were one of our favorites going into Major, if not like the favorite. The form they were playing at, they would have been one or two for you, probably going into Major 3. Still, you'll take a third place finish with Mercules, but they're trying to get back to what they are able to do, show that they are a top contender to maybe win an event, and not just be looking at a bronze.
Yeah, on this rotation now, both teams, you had 16 for Optic, 13 for Ultra, but on rotation towards first P2, you had a close spawn if you are Kleenex, but a couple of players around the hill are ready for Optic. Dashy gonna get traded out, and there's one player towards the back. That is Mercules just playing his life, but Joe deceives with a big trade.
The trades are on point for Ultra. They've got numbers here for a moment. Hook, though, a chance to play spoiler. Gets it done with a pistol, a little slide and dive in. The Omni movement's on, and Optic Texas are in. Lead change looming if they can hold. They'll lose a player on the next push that comes in from Ultra. Mercules just trying to play his life. Trophy out for coverage, utility to use, and relying on his teammates to buy him some space. Shotzzy doing exactly that, taking fights deeper out palm side. But you lose your player inside of the point, so it's where you see the play clock starting to tick. But a spawn out now for Optic Texas.
And this is what they want. There's only 15 seconds left, so they're going to take these free P3 and P4 spawns all day. You have to find Beans, though. He's starting to lurch up the road. Shotzzy going to play his life. So you'll take this if you are Optic. Now you're in a great position on our next two hills.
In a great spot, but can they hold? I mean, this is a long P3 where you have to be focused on multiple things. You don't want Ultra to just, put up 50 seconds on the P3. A split spawn is going to come in for Optic Texas. Now everybody forward for Ultra. Are they going to pick this up? They've got no idea. Insight going to be shot in the back. Maybe a little too forward for Ultra. Or if you know, I mean, that's what you're trying to get done, but you want to push off of that. If you can find an opening to get the kills and spawn everybody out, but instead, might end up falling apart. You're going to lose the time at P3, and Optic are still holding.
Yeah, I just don't even know if they were like ready for that, right?
No, not at all. Not at all.
The splits come in, and they just don't know. They were soaking up a lot of time. But you see on the mini map, down low, Beans, Joe Deceive starting to make some plays, but it's all Dashy and Hook. All the ARs are out, and well, this is what we were talking about if you are Optic, setting up this P4.
The splits bomb breaks up the P3, and now can you get a great hold at the P4? Hook wins a massive one-on-one to get out at 9 and 5. Remember, he dropped 41 on the ball map last time they faced off. He'll be super soaking inside. He's got the help there, and still cutting it out through mid will be Dashy. And he's got a chance to disrupt this. We'll see how it influences spawns for now. There's a one-on-one going to be at the hard point, though. It's going to be on Hook to clutch up again if he's able to do it. Battling against Kleenex. We hop over to him. Hook able to win another big one as he gets out for 3 straight.
And I like this, right? Pulling out the fourth AR. I mean, we see that often, but especially him, right? I feel like that'll just naturally slow him down. Allow the game to come to him. That's why he's sitting at 11 and 5. Well, we saw the spawn out at the end of P2. We know that's where the payoff could happen. You're able to cash in here, and that's exactly what Optic are doing. Now their biggest lead.
The lead just keeps on growing. You have absolutely won it through the first set of hard points. This doesn't look to be one that's going to be going to the play block. It's been a lot cleaner. Shotzzy now on 6 straight. Close to maybe earning a Hellstorm. We'll see if he's able to lock that in just behind the objective points, or if he'll need to get one more kill as he battles towards the P1. Still spawning out old will be Optic. Now Ultra have got to hit another gear. They're down 16, time to fight back.
And you see Joe Deceive's a slow start. You know, when you saw Stage 3 qualifiers, really what it was the sub-duo that was setting them up, that was putting them on, but you haven't had that same success throughout this stage from Kleenex and Joe. So can they continue to bring it while you're looking at Joe Deceive to step up here?
Well, Hook already invests 1 Hellstorm, and you earn another now on Shotzzy. Streak to 7. Optic are streaking and dominating. Hoping we have some fights here early today, like the last series. Well, the first 2 series on Alpha and Bravo, absolute blowouts. Optic looking to blow them out, but a break back in for Toronto Ultra. Can they be better this time at the P2? But there's still 20 seconds remaining. Most of Optic coming off the spawn and trying to fight back. It's going to be a triple on the feed. Maybe a quad. Now for Hook. Has to pop the reload. but buying his teammates time to battle back at the point and fight for spawns.
Yeah, staying very patient. Mercules is going on a route. He's going to find one with this sub. There is a quick trade. Ultra need this to be a clean P2, but it might not be. You're going to have early pressure here and maybe some spawn outs. One's going to spawn back team P2. Joe Deceives is going to be out towards Palms, so he's going to fly to his team.
Here we go. Big moment into P2. Shotzi looking to open things up. Maybe it's a dead slide. Might be a little bit awkward, but he's got help there. Him and Mercules able to pinch. They have the back spawn, and it is perfect once again for Optic Texas. 60 points up. Have the advantage. They just need... Ultra got to avoid what happened last time. Like a late break in to spawn out for Texas, and they run away with the game. This is a crucial moment. Ultra have got to get something positive going here early.
Yeah, they got to put up some of this time, right? That lead is just continuing to grow. And slaying-wise, they are just getting fried on the Ultra side. And well, Hoop 20-8, also making the heads-up play, going on this long route. Now can set his team up, spawn out. Ultra, Beans is going to spawn deep, though, so still in play, but the rest of Ultra already out of this.
We're wondering if Hoop could replicate his online performance. He's doing just that. Put up 41, already on 21. Up 50 is Optic Texas, and dominating. They're in control of the P3 and they're trying to hold. Let's go to elicit him with Optic Texas.
What's better also?
You guys too. Top art in time. Top art in time. He's weak. Watch your mid. They can be mid. No, we're not. I have a trophy on myself. Get my mid. Come on, it's going you. First guy, Joe. Joe's going you.
Top art beats.
Top art, one shot. Dead. I killed the guy.
Yeah, top ammo inside.
Buena,
Just keep going. I spawned out.
Wait, one guy should be art though.
Let me con, guy.
Watch it con. Con didn't push you. Yay.
Nothing top art. I killed top art.
Go single. 1 HP, absolute art.
Time, one shot time, Beans.
Lower on me, lower dead.
Alright, Beans really weak on time.
Hold
Make sure you hold
this
these spawns. Yo, we're missing 2. They're out. They're dead. Alright, last guy inside.
He's gonna be here.
Sir, somewhere. Inside, sir.
Yeah, he's deep art. Just don't even challenge. Deep art.
Don't even challenge. Got you. No te preocupes.
Get top. I have right cross.
Yo, he's already out. Front art.
I'm helping you. You can cross right.
He's really weak. Bottom art. Luna's
Right, so he's trying to cross right, I think. Crossing right inside. I'm one shot.
I have it.
I'm staying down here. Top art was one shot.
Stay down for
Just leave him.
I'll see this top art.
Can they? Yo, on the right.
That's one cat.
He's gonna kill you.
I'm stutter.
Out of bombs on me, dead.
Watch out, Vector. Just 2 Vector, 1.
Okay, I have your help.
I'm back there.
Yo, side door in front.
Side door in front. Team kill.
Back door. Yo, that's two. Put up.
He's showing off.
That coming cheap.
Take our time here.
Okay, top P4 as well. Top P4. Yo, inside's trying to get out left.
I have right.
Huge first kill.
Make sure we block
It's
him.
probably like, yeah. Yo, he's outer T1. T2.
Yo, I have all of our...
Yo, he's P2. T1 on P2. Just leave that kid.
Yo, which cat? Top guy right now.
Comms are on point, and it's another solid P4 for Optic Texas. Great stuff there. Pushed the lead out to, what, 60, 70 points, in control. But no, the listening was solid.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, who putting up the numbers he is, plus kind of being the vocal one. You love seeing that from him. But yeah, obviously it's working out. They have this 60-point lead. They control both P4s. I'm just going to be honest. If you are Ultra and you're just getting kind of out-fundamentaled right in your gameplay, you're going to just lose to this team because the talent didn't shine on through. That's exactly what is happening here.
100%. They have to be absolutely on point in the fundamentals. You are not wrong there. And you think about a map 2 dealership that's going to be upcoming, which is 1 in 5 for Ultra. This is a very important map for Ultra. Otherwise, you might be seeing the same thing that happened online. They might be getting 3-0 bopped right down to the loser's bracket, but they're starting to make a little bit of a rally, try to chip away at this lead. Some solid P2 time. If you get a nice hold here, if you can get 30, 40 seconds, limit what Optic's able to do, you're right back in the fight. You can make a late run. And well, that's kind of been the recipe for Ultra or Optic wins on this particular map.
Yeah, much better setup here early. You still have the streak, though, I believe, on Shotzi. So probably going to have a missile trying to land on your face. Yeah, laptop was out. Here we go. Everybody have to dodge the Hellstorm. He's going to connect with one. You get some trades in the feed. Mercules, the first player forward, and who with the shots, again with the AR. And that's all Optic wanted to do. Make this as messy as possible.
Yeah, just stop that comeback, that crazy run from happening for Ultra. Optic getting fired up. The streak leads to the hold. Hook is still piecing. He's on 31 in 21. Magnificent map out of him, but really you're getting an effort out of everybody on Optic Texas. Dashy trying to hold the line. It's a late effort now from Ultra.
You have to break.
You got to break, but you also are worried about spawns. I mean, you got 220 up now for Optic Texas, 30 for the victory. They are in the driver's seat by a wide margin.
Well, and that's just what the streaks do, right? Allow you this situation to happen. And yeah, you're going to be 20 points away. What are you going to do here if you are Ultra? You have to try to get this P3 time, try to flip spawns. It's possible, but it's just so difficult to do, especially with Shotzzy and top art.
So hard to do. It was the Hook show for most of it, but Shotzzy behind his 7 or 8 spree. He's in on the action too, about to push through that 30 kill mark. 15 needed for the win. We're out here from Dashy as he is beaming. Some nice tags in from Beans, and Nade might finish off Dashy, but he's able to avoid that, and his teammates are picking up the kills. Any seconds they get here at P3. This is incredible. You've got spawns for next. You're making sure Ultra can't get in. A triple from Insight could possibly be the difference, but they've got to get the time and get the flip. Optic just giving them nothing.
Yeah, giving them nothing right now. Yeah, staying very patient, making sure you always have one player on our side. There is some forward pressure now. That's going to be Kleenex. AR out. Keep it inside on the hill. He's going to make a play. Wow, he actually gets a spawn. Dashy, I think he spawned out. Orjo's on a route, so he's going to influence this. This could get a little messy. You still have Shotzzy playing safety, but a chance here for Ultra.
This is your chance. 9 seconds needed for Optic Texas.
Have to find Shotzzy.
They've got to deal with Shotzzy. He's the guy missing. He gets 1 kill, and now they're trying to isolate him. Shotzzy doing what he does best, just trying to finesse, buy time for his teammates to get back in.
And Hook's going to get around as well. Yeah, Hook's going to get a kill on Beans. Well, Shotzzy plays his life, finds one, continues to finesse around every second. The pistol is hitting. And well, Shotzzy going to secure map 1 for Optic.
Brilliant play there from Optic. Shotzzy, the lone man, gets some help from his teammates at the P4, but they're able to close it out. You saw on the minimap, it's starting to maybe build for Ultra, their chance to maybe make a run. But it feels like every opportunity, every golden opportunity for Ultra, whether it was a streak that shut it down, a crazy individual play from Optic, you never saw Ultra get into their prime setups, really. Like, that was really well played from Optic Texas.
One time when we did, they had a Hellstorm to deal with, right? That final P2. Like, finally, you got something going in Ultra, but honestly, this is just going to be an individual stats difference, right? You just get outslayed so heavily if you are Ultra inside.
Map 2 now is Optic Texas on offense, look to increase their advantage in this series. Throwing some utility out mid-map, trying to keep Ultra honest, showing a presence over here towards A, just hoping to maybe over-rotate Ultra and then capitalize on B. Nades hit though, Hoop tagged up and weak, so they'll wait a second here. And for the most part, you've kind of held your ground if you're Ultra. No big rotations coming in yet. Insight going to be a key player over towards A. He's playing kind of back courtyard, and well, that is the exact thing that can happen. You see players like Insight, Abuza, find angles there, Celium, and just line you up.
Well, now you have Mercury's able to push on up. Number 4, though, and Kleenex should be there to help him. But the time, you don't expect 2 to try to solo push up this street. But as I said, Kleenex was right there. Isn't going to find the last bullet to take him down, and now on rotation, Optic starting to move towards A. We saw Mercury versus Beans. The shots were right there.
He is shooting. Beans is really pushed forward here. And he's going to get dropped. Now maybe find an opener. Kleenex though back into the vent. Able to get one. Finesse for now. Hoop got a bomb. He's got cover here from Hercules. You're going to spot it though if you are Kleenex. Down to a 1 versus 1. Able to get out. Bomb planted. Kleenex. Hoop for the round 1.
They just thought he was going to run away, right? Like Hercules is sort of shouldering that. He ends up getting caught. 30 seconds to go.
Why are there so many insane plays from the vent, bro?
Always.
Seems to be the easiest spot to deal with. Sometimes it is just not. Hoop though, hitting the shots, winning the 1v1 off the monster map number 1. Hoop dialed.
And I don't know if it's just a timing thing, if he hears a slide, whatever it is, but Hoop just pops up right as soon as Kleenex gets near that bomb, able to win the shots. But that is all, just Mercury's finding that on the Insight, and them, well, being able to play his life. Beans gets nothing in that corner. Dashy was able to spot him. So good stuff there from Optic, down in a 3 versus 4.
Yeah, incredible play for you. You're right, because like, Insight's just not expecting that at all. Just laced from behind after getting a fantastic first blood for Ultra. Ultra just want to hit it. They're not showing anything towards B. They're just flying out towards this A site, trying to catch one early. Mercury's though able to get away. We'll see if the vert nades are going to connect. Big gunfight win there from CleanX, not allowing any funny business from the vent, and he's just gonna slide on through. Wrecking ball is CleanX. Last up is Mercules, who scurried away early in the round. Best of luck in this 1v4.
Yeah, it's just Joe Deceives right next to him, right next to CleanX, but you love to see the confidence out of the SMGs of Ultra sticking to their game plan. And yeah, maybe just deal with CleanX inside of the vent, man. Don't let him get there.
Apparently he is the vent reaper. Poor Mercules, like just trying to get back to full HP and maybe have an actual chance to chow, but every time he tried to wiggle away, took more damage, never actually got to 100 HP to give himself a square one-on-one. Would have been so difficult to do, period, but incredible round there behind the aggressive play from Ultra. I'll see how things change now. If there's any early adaptations with Optic back to their offense.
Well, let's say it's just going to be an 8-hit, so it should just be on inside, just playing his life. You do have CleanX event again. Shots going to open that up. He's just going to go for it with the slide, but doesn't matter. The Vent Reaper wins it again.
Yeah. Oh, that is CleanX's Vent. Oh, well, that's going to be painful for the Optic push. The team kill comes in as Nade hits car hits Human goes bye-bye. 2 versus 2, though. Down to a 1 versus 2. Dashy, the man with the ice, not going to give opportunity to make the play. Gets shut down. That's back-to-back rounds for Ultra.
Yeah, you lose forward progress, and then obviously the car blowing up doesn't help you
It certainly does not.
Dashy almost brings it back with the shots, but yeah, the first blood there from CleanX on a Shotzzy gives them everything that they need to secure the round.
So how do you improve your event play on both sides?
Maybe just avoid it. Maybe try the other side of the map, I guess.
No, I'm sure they'll deal with him at some point. But 5-2 start for CleanX. He has 2 first bloods through 3 rounds. It is Ultra with all 3 first bloods. They lead this 2-1. Optic need to try and improve in the opening. Granted, they got a round, bringing it back into 3 versus 4, which will always be possible. But they need to stop this trend, find some early kills.
Yeah, we might have, put a little stats curse there for on Shotzzy, right? 0-3 right now, just trying to get going after showing off that graphic and what he's been doing on land.
Oh, hello there. Well, there you go. You talked him right back into it, Joe. Shotzzy does get traded out. Same can be said for CleanX after he gets that trade. So numbers stay with Optic Texas. Bomb planted, though. Insight and Beans. Yuri Hours trying to hold this off in the 2v3. Optic Texas flying together.
I say they're clearing this, so they're going to have an idea of what Optic are doing. They're not going to retake from their side. It's just that they go from middle to they go all the way through here. And, well, Hook and Mercules, Dash, they're pretty split. So it's a 2-1 split right now here for Optic.
Yeah, I mean, Insight should have got a ton of info. That shot's in from Beans. He's actually able to get a kill after the tags into Hook. Hook sends it, Beans gets another one. That is ludicrous from Beans, but it's a 1 versus 1. Mercules, Beans, 10 seconds to go. Beans plays it beautifully. Beans takes the round. What a magnificent play from Beans at the back shack. He's enjoying that one.
Yeah, now you're getting individual moments from CleanX. Now you're getting it from Beans. Hopefully some momentum to keep it going here for Ultra. But yeah, beautiful stuff in the 2 versus 3. And I just think the fact that they take the risk and push on forward gives them so much info on what Optic are doing. And then they just have to try to find you. And well, not able to get the trade onto Beans, right? You have sort of a 2-1 split. It turns into 2 one-on-ones. That is not what you want if you're Optic.
And Beans has had some brilliant, like doubles, triples lately in Search and Destroy. What's been here, well, not here as much, but Rewind. Even some moments here where they've lost. He's had some terrific plays. He's on 5 straight after dying first. It's been nothing but glory for Beans. See if he can work forward for a streak. Shotzi's either been caught early or finding the first blood in the last round.
Wow, man.
Car in play. And he'll just basically stop this push towards B. This looks similar to the round 1. Out of Optic Texas, where he had a bit of a 2-2 split.
Well, they're just going to go middle, right? They were trying to figure out where they wanted to go. CleanX is going to spot that.
I'm out of here.
Yeah. Going to play his life. But that does back up Ultra. Now, do they want to take a risk up the A street? Could have early pressure towards Shotzzy.
We'll see how it develops for Ultra on the A side, but it will be B side control for Optic Texas. Plant getting in, looking like a 4-on-4 retake, but yeah, Shotzzy is going to be
all the way back.
He's so far deep.
Can we see where he is right now? Well, he's going to get a first blood. Insight trying to trade, and well, it's so difficult to trade that, man. Not to expect a second, though. 3 versus 3. You still have to retake if you're Ultra.
Yeah, not a ton of time. It is ticking here quickly. Under 30 seconds to go. Joe Deceives, get some info, get some tags. That's going to be the go for Beans to fly on board. He's going to lose that fight, though. Dashy not able to change to a second. Trade is in now, 2 versus 2. Time ticking, 15 seconds now to work with. Now to another 1 versus 1. Info on the player. Joe Deceives trying to dance. How fast can he dance? Chasing it down. No time to get back to it. Hook. Shoulders for the win.
Again, just another great play out of Hook. Very disciplined from him. Just takes his time, plays his life. His teammates are letting him know 1 more second. Gets very close if you are Joe Deceives, but just not able to find him. Shoulders on point.
Yeah, and you thought it might come to time when you think about it, like that first engagement, with Shotzi on the flank goes down. There's like, 30 seconds left really at that point, or 22.5 to actually work with for Ultra. And they still had a lot of map to actually cover. Honestly, a great retake, just needed a few more seconds.
Yeah, and I think, the first one from Dashy on a Bean just really slows things down, right? Because you're hoping Beans can help out Joe Deceives, but that never happens.
And after Shotzi struggles, or he is 2 and 5, but he's got back-to-back first bloods for Optic and starting to maybe be the difference in some of these rounds. Aggressive from Ultra towards A, but now quickly wrapping it out, and while Bomb has been this side. Mercules will be the first to get an angle here from the back shack where we saw Beans make the incredible play.
Well, if they wrap back towards A, and that's going to be the play call. This could be down to Hook. You see him. They had a lot of early A aggression from Optic, but they left Hook inside office. You have to find him quickly, and well, you do not. Where is the trade? Not there. The man is locking it down himself.
You got to trade that out. 16 HP, and he turns that into 2. Unbelievable. From Hook the Nuke. The clutch in the last round calls game here early in the next. Hell of a series out of him so far.
Yeah, a couple rounds in a row now for Optic, but that was all off the early A aggression. Then you leave him in there. We've seen a little bit for time, from teams from time to time, but then you have to find that player. But as you said, he's 16 HP. You just get caught sprinting on the slide here if you're inside.
And it's just, he repositions. You think he's in the corner. It's a great play from Hook, but that has to be traded. It's just got to be traded. I know you die quickly in Call of Duty, but he's a bull. It's got to be traded. And I'm sure
he was done up.
The timing was probably just sick for him. He just is trying to slide and catch him in the corner. Not trying to discredit the play from Hook, but it's just got to be a trade. 3-3 now. The lone man on the offside is Dashy for now. Insight looking real active. He's trying to get back to courtyard. He got a pick early in this game. But Mercules able to get forward.
Now you gotta dodge all these nades.
Yeah, best of luck. Insight gets back in the courtyard. The nades hit. Mercules gonna get caught. That's one where you're hoping to get a clean kill and maybe get away with your life. Just not able to find the kill, well, or extend his life. So blood to Ultra.
El ángulo perfecto para plantar la bomba. No lo ven de ventilador, no lo ves para el wallbang.
Yeah, maybe some stunts, because I think you threw all your nades to find that 1 kill.
Ay, quédate ahí. Ay, embuste, cogió el gap. Vete para el
Suddenly you've
carajo.
got numbers. Pressure on Insight. Bean's going to try to make the play in through Vent. He's going to get caught. It's all going to be on Insight.
Que prendía. Optic desmanteló Ultra esa ronda.
That is what, 3 straight rounds advantage.
Esos son los que estarán gritando nice en el juego del
Again, you threw all your nades so early in that round to find the first blood. If you have nothing left, these are still tough gunfights on these cars. You can see that right there from Shotzi's POV, but these are kind of the rounds we're talking about with Ultra right now, man. Just some of the fundamentals. This is something they normally thrive.
Mira la pantalla conmigo.
And definition of a team effort right now for Optic. Every single player 5 and 5.
Qué cool, tiene la pantalla de los muchachos ahí.
Blood-wise, they brought it back after going down early in that regard. 3-4 advantage still to Ultra, but round count advantage to Optic Texas. Can they extend this? Well, looking difficult now as Beans is able to get that opening pick onto Hook. And where did he get caught?
Yeah, right on the B-bomb. I don't know what sort of angle Beans had. But you got the wall bang, you're able to find the kill. And yeah, now you have a minute 10 to work with man advantage.
And this is one of those rounds that Ultra typically can be good at closing out, but maybe has not been the case so far. in this map too.
And they have so much time. I think they're just hoping to catch someone maybe overstepping on the opposite side, someone trying to flank.
Not get caught.
Yeah, not get caught. But the problem is, the timing is right here for Optic. They might be able to take this into a 3 versus 3.
Ay, no te
There's a
creo.
team kill, quick trade.
Qué buena
He checked the
Kleenex.
vent, of course he does. Kleenex once again.
Dashy, 1 versus 3. Can he add another clutch to his name? Bomb, you plan to make this a little trickier. Trying to get the timing in through the
Ay, por
garage.
poco.
Thought he had it won, but can't quite win
Lo
it.
explotan ahí mismo.
Beans and company slow down the momentum from Optic
Yo creo que
Texas.
Beans
Beans now out to 9
y
and
Kleenex
4.
están jugando súper bien este search.
Having himself a hell of a map. 1,100, nearly 1,200 damage to go with that. Beans is everything right now for
La
this Ultra
bichuela.
roster, and they're going to need him late as we're tied up 4-4.
Yeah, I mean, we're hyping up Hook, but somehow he gets caught there on that B bomb just 10 seconds into the round.
I wasn't even thinking about gunfights at that point. Honestly, when I was looking at the map, like, it wasn't even crossing my mind.
He's like, disguised into the B bomb on the minimap,
Yeah,
so you don't
yeah.
even see where the gunfight is.
Optic. Back to this kind of 2-2 setup, but not really that 2-2 setup where they're getting aggressive over towards A. You just have Shotzi and Mercules kind of playing deep, watching the push through, watching mid-map, and they're kind of grouped up mid, maybe trying to isolate Kleenex if they can find an opening there. Or, yeah, that's exactly what they were trying to do, but Kleenex gets the angle, nearly takes out Shotzi, so not able to find anything up the gut.
Yeah, maybe that allows, though, Bomb to cross to B, right, just to deal with that player mid-window, but they don't opt to plan it. So who's just going to watch his own cross, just continue to find this info. Then you have Shotzi lurking deep in spawn, and, well, I think the call is just to be wrapped back towards A.
It'll be on inside early. If he can find that opening blood, or does he get isolated and caught? Look at
Los
Eyes in this
carros,
position. They're gonna
carros.
try and chow him with
Van a
utility,
explotar.
chow him with a couple of ARs, but it's sort of the subs in position so far. Haven't been able to get an AR on it. Shotzi going to get some info and back down for now. Plant is going down and nearly secured. There it is. Plant in. 4-on-4 retake now for Ultra, the first blood. Going to be through for who?
Ay, le abrieron la puerta.
Can they make a play through the vent? Joe Deceiv's trying to find it. Be able to find one and back
Sube,
up
sube,
and play his
sube.
life. Goes to reach out and drops. Now just to insight. 1 versus 2. Plenty of time to work with. But heavy tags from Dashy from deep. Shotzi gets
Ay, no te creo. Inside, tú eres la persona más icy del mundo.
He is so fast on his feet. Gonna have to shoulder it. Are you going to read this? If you're inside, but it doesn't matter. The SMG wins it. Almost an insane clutch out of inside, but Shotzi takes the round.
Yeah, just enough
Qué
time
brutal,
to
mira esos paneles.
Shotzi. He probably took a round.
Ah, el de al lado del fan de Ultra, mira eso, mira eso. Le abrieron la puerta. Pop. Hola.
Garage opens. Kleenex will see you later. Allow him to stop making plays from vent, from garage door, and then just catches it. That nearly is real awkward. He gets hit down to 31. Inside has a sub there, probably wins it, but you got the sub advantage. You put him down. Big clutch there from Shotzi. Match point now.
I mean,
in the game too.
We're talking this Optic team. They have not lost their control in a long time. So this is a almost must-win here for Ultra.
It's feeling that way.
Ya lo de la trophy.
Maybe
¿Tiraste para
back
atrás?
it up and work the plant.
Ay, Dios,
Nope,
se
he's got
asustó.
coverage here. It's got to be one of the more terrifying spots to work in search and destroy.
Especially
with
if you
the
have
window
nobody
there.
mid.
Yeah, absolutely horrifying. Trying to work the plant now. Does Shotzi get the peak, or does the plant get in? Can Joe Deceive get away with his life?
Qué suerte, loco.
He's okay for now. Just tucked in. He's got help. I think it's Insight that sort of got the angle, trying to put tags in through the window, and he's able to back out. So brilliant plan in.
Anda, el
First one, though,
diablo.
again to Optic. It's Dashy that's able to find one deep with the shots. They got numbers. Huge win for Kleenex, but he is traded out. Mercules. Enough
La
damage
bichuela,
in. They
se
send
lleva
some
uno por lo
Hook.
menos.
All on Joe
Ay,
Deceive,
Hook.
now to clutch up. Damage into Hook, then takes some from Dashy. Trying to reposition to get back
Se
to
lo
full, but
están
they are
cogiendo,
chasing.
mira.
Optic sending it back to the head. He goes, Joe Deceives, and he wins it. Down to one-on-one.
Ay, Dios mío, por poco.
Hook
Diablo,
wins it.
Hook.
Back to Optic Texas, and they're up
No te
2-0.
creo, le van a dar un 3-0 a Ultra. Ya lo mira el público, qué brutal se ve todo eso.
And again, every single fight though is a 2 versus
La
1
barba.
for
La
Optic.
barba
Not
verde.
giving up any 1 versus 1s. If they are, they're putting some shots in for the trades. Just great stuff from them fundamentally. We saw in map 1. You're seeing it again here in map number 2.
Ay,
They
mamá.
have a great read on Kleenex as soon as they get that first blood. Now for Ultra.
Vamos para allá. Ay, Optic. Yo, tú ganaste este control.
Terrific performances really out of everybody in that
Y él
opening
no
hard
perdió
point,
como que un
but Hook
control que yo
especially.
recuerde. Está como elective,
39,
loco.
some icy situations in the search and destroy. He's feeling good.
And he just continues to make those heads-up plays, sets his team up. Well, you're gonna have some early
Aunque
pressure.
Ultra tiene buenos
here for
momentos en
Optic,
control,
have one
mano.
player on it in Dashy, but Beans should be able to find that kill. Yeah, he was there for that cleanup. So throughout the middle of the map, what, 30 seconds already off? I mean, you take this, you haven't found much here if you're Optic.
Busca la bichuela, todo el mundo busca la bichuela.
Beans does get the kill before. I thought they were going to have a nice little timing there.
Diablo.
So great stuff out of him.
Hook está haciendo
Maybe an
todo.
opening, but Joe Deceive's double kind of repays the double out of Hook. But you get bodies now onto the point. Fantastic shot there out of Mercules. He wins a big one-on-one to at least get this first tick, get a trophy in for coverage, continue to do damage and try to find kills. This repositioning towards the head,
duro.
a headshot. This
Vete
guy
pa'l
is so
carajo.
talented. Second tick through.
Yeah, trophies now are down and protected. You pick up the flank. That was Joe Deceives. He gets taken down. So you had one really good push over towards A. And well, that is all it takes. Now you have a life advantage, almost 2 minutes. You have Ultra pretty much trapped. His Dashy's going to find two. And well, you can see they are going to fly.
Joe, qué buena.
It is go time,
Qué
but
suerte.
once again, Joe Deceives answers a double with a double, turns it into three actually as he just flies on forward. A moment that maybe saves your round. Well, not maybe, that saves your round. He drops there, that's three dead, more than likely the end of the round one. Mercules, though, as he's able to find two, that's going to be layering the map time for Optic Texas as they push forward. A big answer, though, again from Toronto Ultra. That'll be all four dead and back to the drawing board for Optic Texas.
Yeah, again, it's
Anda,
the
diablo, corre.
SMGs for Ultra, just finding those multi-kills, but you really haven't had middle of the map. If you are Ultra, you've had B control, and that is about it. And then again, Joe Deceives, he's trying to get lost in the flank, but they're able to find him. That's going to be Dashy. You see on your minimap, Shotzi's getting pushed up. I think Beans was able to spot him. Maybe Insight. He's going to get lost, so he's going to turn that into a clean double.
40 seconds to go. Live's interesting now. One life advantage for Optic Texas. Every gunfight so crucial this deep in it. Kleenex gets the
Hacer los toboganes de Mario.
That'll be a grapple up and away for Optic. Another big one-on-one. Shotzi able to take that. Numbers to Optic, but still trying to find the opening. Joe Deceives multiple moments where he shuts down the push from Optic and trying to do it again. You get a body on the point to stop the clock. That body is going to get clotheslines. It's Shotzi that gets shut down. Finding position forward is Kleenex. No opening for Optic Texas late in this round. You got your three ticks. That might be all you walk away with. It's S&D round now. 4 versus 4. Body on the point. Clock stopped at 7.4. Waiting for some help is Ultra. Mercules trying to play forward. The help comes in the way of Beans. Is traded out though by Dashy. Still life, 3 versus 3.
I would say Beans just flies. He just goes by himself, tries to take that gunfight, able to. Now 2 versus 3. Insight's able to find one, but you are staying alive. Now all down to Shotzi.
Ronda de Ultra.
Down to a 1 versus 1, but you stay up.
It
really just felt like you didn't have a ton of map control, but they didn't allow Optic to the B point. Every single time they got there, there was someone from Ultra waiting. Joe Deceives is able to find a big double. As you said, turns it into a triple. Then it was Kleenex's turn. So good stuff by Ultra to slow the map down.
Yeah, I mean, a 12-7 performance there from Joe Deceives. A terrific defensive round, but sometimes in offense, man, you're just looking for a couple of moments where you've got a chance to take it. Really, I mean, you'll take your 4 ticks. Opportunity to take that round if you're Optic. Now you just have to flip the script and get it done on defense. We'll see if they can do that. Hook, who's been so strong, not the greatest of round 1, 6 and 10, but now we get to the defense where he's got a chance to maybe get forward and find more openers. The break's so crucial. We'll see how it plays out.
And well, yeah, now can Hook get lost sort of in the spawn? Change that scoreboard around as well. A great start here for Optic. They're able to find 3. Beans the last player alive. That is all 4 dead, and now you're in the trap.
Yeah, this is where Optic live and thrive. Toronto Ultra in hell immediately. How clean can they get out of this? You've gotten so far pushed up. You've got all the map control in the world. Just creating chaos. A great play for Joe Deceives.
I mean, just baits him in, has the knife ready. Able to get his teammates out. He's just trying to pause this clock. Already 45 seconds off, and you have nothing. Even when you finally get out of your base in the middle of the map, the AR is starting to find some kills for Optic. So it's really just down to Joe. And well, he's going to get taken out. You were just so staggered here if you're Ultra.
They just got the mid-map height and position.
5-11 está el clear.
The subs in hell, just no openings whatsoever. Sub 30 seconds now to work with. You get 2 dead, now it's time to go. 1 player remains, going to be Shotzzy. What can he walk away with? It's only going to be 1. Now you try to get body stacking the point. Trophy there for coverage. Joe gets loose, but, well, not loose for too long. Down in lives, so what can you do in the ticks department?
Well, you might have 1 chance here if you are Optic. Shotzzy's going to find one on the flank. Does that allow his team to go, though? None of the nades are going to connect. The trophy is in it. Well, you just give it up. So minute extension is there. So Optic, they're just playing for map control.
Yeah.
Colorado.
I mean, they're a team, I think, of this map that's been guilty of letting things kind of get away from them. Take one last crack at a point, then things fall apart. They've been far more disciplined over this qualifier stretch. They play for map control here, and now can they turn this into a round win? Kleenex is double, though. This could be an opening on the point. Optic trying to go huge. Dashy not able to find it. Everybody coming off the spawn and trying to battle back. First tick is going to be done. Optic trying to fight back. Toronto like a lightning strike.
Yo creo que ya, se acabó. Anda por el carajo, Ultra. Regresando.
It is close and it is done. That is textbook.
Yo diciendo que Optic es como que de los mejores control. Yup.
I mean, you didn't find a kill there.
No, like that's why I don't hate how Optic Texas play. Like, all right, let's give it up and set up for the kills. They just didn't get the kills.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they probably go back and say,
take one more crack at
I think you go one more time
after Shotzzy's kill.
Because Kleenex died, Shotzzy got another one. You know there's only 2 on that point. At least try to put a body on it. But maybe with Shotzzy dying, they didn't want to. But as you said, that transition over to B was just so perfect for Ultra. You didn't get on the board at all.
I mean, the spiral or transition you were trying to avoid is exactly what happened. Like that, I think that's what they feared would happen if they took another crack at it, and just it happened regardless. So props to Ultra with a couple gunfight wins. Get a 2 and 3 dead scenario and able to take advantage onto the objective at B. Might be a 2-0 advantage for Optic Texas in the series, but it's Ultra up 2-0 in the control.
Hay 2 personas en B.
Optic gonna have to rip 3 straight. They're gonna start this with B pressure. How much are they able to turn this into? Hook in trouble. Has a little bit of help, but his help is going to drop. It's all going to be on him now. He's just trying to get away with his life, and I don't hate that. I mean, there's not much you could have done on the objective. Take your 1 tick. Play your life. Reposition. What a beautiful sequence.
Qué buena.
Just getting absolutely lost.
Well, and this is exactly what I mean. How many times in the past would he just chow that guy on zip? And we would be like, what in the world is that? But he makes the repositions, then turns it into something, and well, that is to be B point done. A minute extension, lead continues to go on up. Now up to 5 here for Optic.
Yeah, they just think he goes down to bottom computer. Not going to be the case at all. Finds a beautiful timing. Some key kills from his teammates really put that one onto Who. Now the easier of the points to work, and you've still got position on the map. Forward will be Joe Deceives for Ultra. Maybe he can walk away with a couple of kills, slow this down. Only able to get 1 and then trade it out. But you've got a foothold at mid-map. If Ultra are going to bring this back, you've got the position on the map. What's your biggest fear? This isn't a scenario we have all that often where it's like an early B capture.
Well, they're so focused on Shotzzy. This might be your biggest fear. Now you don't really have middle of the map control. He's winning gunfights. You have to worry about him flying at you. So there was one player trying to play Shotzzy. He gets away. Now he's 3 dead. This is your nightmare if you are Ultra.
Well, I asked you your fear, and then we saw it instantaneously. Shotzzy, Hook, finding openings, taking names, just shutting it down.
Shotzzy está imparable.
The double there, 6 straight, and that is a quick one.
Diablo, qué buena ronda de parte de Optic. Creo que la jugaron lo más perfecto que lo he visto jugar.
Put some shots in, but you have nobody in top. Grandma is there for Ultra, so they couldn't trade that kill, and he gets lost. And well, that is just this guy on your screen. You have to figure out where he goes and deal with him quickly, or this happens. The 6 spree comes into play. The round win for Optic. They stay alive here in control.
Yeah, this is where maybe we're starting to feel a little bit of momentum for Ultra after going up 2-0, but a round like that happens, Shotzzy gets going, crowd gets going, and maybe things unravel. Can they pull off a little reverse sweep here in the control and close out this series 3-0? Ultra desperately just looking for a lifeline. Because even though red card will be like the Optic pick, like it's a winnable map for Ultra. They get to a proto, which is one of their better searches. Like this is one that feels to me like it could be a 3-0 here for Optic, or we're going the whole way to map 5. We'll see. Round by round, Optic try to bring it back.
But he's still on that streak if you are Shotzzy, so we'll see if he's able to find that Hellstorm, but the AR is beaming. And well, already in your base was Shotzzy, but traded out. But the fact is, you're taking these fights spiral on offense, not where you want to be.
That's how offense started last time, though, right? That's how it started last time. And then they dealt with it.
Qué buena, Kleenex.
Yeah, they're dealing with it beautifully, but now they want to deal with the objective. They'll get 2 bodies on it, and Kleenex is still trying to find openings. Just a beautiful timing there from him. Or Hook looking right, not checking left, and Kleenex able to make him pay. He's on 4 straight. Second bit of progress about to be done. Beans wins his one-on-one against Mercules on that outer A street. Trying to stack it here for a second.
Chelsea hizo la play. Chelsea hizo la play.
And picks this apart. They're able to shut it down late, which they weren't able to do last time on A.
Yeah, he just finds the timing through spiral and then just goes front door. Doesn't worry about top windows. Deals with the players on the objective. Gives his team the lifeline. So yeah, you were looking at the minute extension. You still have Insight pushed on up, but 40 seconds on the clock here for Ultra.
Still very doable, especially with Insight's position. He's got a sub in hand and while trying to just keep moving, keep frying. Dashi wins his. Beans and Kleenex, the lifeline right now for Toronto Ultra onto the point. Coverage there, just holding the window. Dashi just trying to maybe stagger the reinforcements, not worry about the point. Just give this up and see if he finds kills. He's actually going to run the whole way back around. They cut it outer. There's the minute extension. Live still really, really close. On one side, you have Kleenex trying to make a play. On the other, you've kind of got Dashi.
Yeah, remember, this is what Optic did last time, but in the transition afterwards, they didn't find a kill. It was 10 in a row for Ultra. You found the first 2 after A is done. Mercules seems it fall, but you're going to know where all 4 are and have mid-map control.
4 life advantage. Minute to go. Tope looks like Superman, but Joe Deceives is going to get the kill.
He's a kryptonite, yeah.
Dashi tagged and backed up. Trophy over the top to help Joe Deceives. Still going to take some damage here. Kleenex though finding the timing, pushing through. Everybody down outside of Hoop. That's going to be everybody down, and that should be the map. 3 are on it. It is cruising. Players trying to fly in. Mercules trying to win a fight. Able to do it. Really extend it. Can they go nuts? Insight's double. Will seal it.
Insight con 3.
The map to Ultra, and now we've got ourselves a series.
Sí, Ultra despertando. Esa va a poner bueno.
Ooh, now things look a little bit different.
Mira, el único. el único fan de Ultra. No importa, aunque sea uno cuenta. Bueno, Texas, Hardpoint. O Optic termina el juego aquí, o Ultra
Tons of questions answering. Yeah, this is
gana
certainly one of them.
¿Cómo se dice? Forza el juego número 5.
Up the map 1. Looking to take over.
Yo no sé ni hablar ya.
As we get into our second hard point.
Ay.
Opening so far, so good for Ultra. They'll find every single kill outside of Hook and a car onto Joe Deceives. This is early time to Ultra.
Qué buena,
nice shots there from Dashi. Not the easiest win.
No, I don't think for either player, but he was hit down sub 50 HP. Able to reconnect, just takes his time. Meanwhile, in the middle of the map, it's Joe Deceives on the hill. P2 controlled right now here for Ultra. You gotta worry about Hook though, and the rest of the Optic starting to work the middle of the stairs, and Joe Deceives does just that.
They're working the stairs, he's working them. 4-1 start, little help from Insight, a lot of help from Insight. Joe Deceives POV, but it's the fire over the top from Insight that's gonna set up early time. Now at this P2. Spawn's pretty close though for Optic Texas. Chance to maybe fly over the top and flood this with the inside pick mid-map. Well, Joe Deceives to deal with next. He turns that into a second. I think the grenade from Beans actually finishes the weak player, so we continue to go 1-for-1. Spawn's close for both teams, and they're just trying to fight back into inside the hard point. Texas just trying to look for some time.
It was
actually massive from Beans to get out of the hill, slide forward, and get that kill, because he influences team spawns and gives them the stage spawn that they want. Hook is still out though hunting, trying to take a route. Are they gonna find them? 2 players spawn right up. Weak is the rest of Optic gonna find some kills. That's gonna be a
número 5 va a coger el spawn.
Last player alive.
Ya los va a pillar. Número 5 los va a pillar. Por la jugada. Bueno, mató a uno por lo menos.
Yeah, finally they'll deal with Hook. Just lost in the back line for a while.
La pantalla de Joe está como que craqueada, brother.
You want if you're Optic Texas in the sense
Tipo
of like how that
ya el
started,
enemigo está en el centro ya.
You'll then spawn
lindo.
out, get it on rotation.
Ay, me asusté yo como Mercury le
And
disparó
now with
sin
the
esa
P3
asomó.
and trying to mount the comeback after going down early.
Yeah, well, Shotzi, he gets a split, so he's going to have a freebie through the middle of the map. Now Garage spawns here for Ultra. Mercury's hooked, locked in down street side alongside Dashy. But now they have to deal with this man, Tobias, just pulling out the sub, trying to get on the hill. And well, him and Beans will trade it out.
Him and Beans, little two-man game here is beautiful. Now he's just shouldering, trying to get eyes forward. This
la
can
granada no
damage
hizo
into these
nada. Yo
ARs that are trying to fight open and now make it clean
algo.
for them to get angles. Shotzi's, though, the one finding angles.
Ya,
It's a
lo
sub
se llevó
and
todo
a
el mundo.
Hercules that'll take down the third and the fourth. Beautiful break there from Optic Texas. 4 down,
otro más.
spot into the point. 3 straight from Hercules.
And well, now you have them spawning where you want. You have stage control. See number 8 and Dashy. He's gonna back up, make sure to block that spawn alongside who Joe Deceives is trying to get out and do what he can, but it might be a little bit too late. So well, Shotzi finds Beans are going 1-for-1, but Optic players are already set up at new.
Joe Deceives, though, as he pushes through, he's going to lead to a split zone for his teammates. So a chance to collapse on this. A big pickup there by Hercules. He gets both on the other side of it. Makes this way easier for his teammates. Heads up play there from Hercules.
Yeah, now one player going to spawn up so they know where Ultra is coming from. And as you said, just very disciplined is this man on your screen. Now 3 in a row, leading the lobby with 13. Just playing his life, making sure he's got the crossfire on point with some great shots.
María, por poquito se lleva el
Now for the
segundo.
railing there, maybe he takes that one, but gets a kill, damage in, sets up his teammates to close it out, and so far they're perfect at stage, and now in front by 20, with 20 more to earn inside of the point. But yeah, that sequence, I mean, what, Joe Deceives gets 1 mid, gets 1 pushing out steps. He has the chance to disrupt that, has the chance to break this early, but it's all Hercules early in the point. He's leading the lobby at 14 and 9. And they'll win that first rotation, up 30.
And well, Dashy, I mean, he earned so much time on that. He actually has a Hellstorm behind 3 kills. So Hellstorm to use for Optic. And well, he's going to use it right away at this P5. So we get a lot of discipline. This was a hill, that stage hill where...
Mira el stage. Mató a uno como quiera. Yo ni lo veía. Seguía el canto del techo ahí en el mismo medio.
Now Hercules on the point.
The best we have seen this Optic team playing all year. This hard point looking so good. We still got a lot of time to go, but they're ripping and roaring here at camera, and Dashy is piecing. The streak will hit for the break.
Uy, Joe está imparable también.
Finally will drop, busting back.
Joe está manteniendo este juego, aunque sea un poquito cerca.
Well, who was it? It was Joe Deceives his multi. That's been the key to the success. The small amount that they have had throughout this match. It's been Kleenex and Joe. If they find some doubles, that's our opportunity to get going. But the way this started, you're thinking Ultra is going to be very much in control, but a great P4, and just like that, Optic are up around 30.
I mean, they went up like 40 to 1 or whatever it was. Since then, you're outscored like 120 to 30, 40, whatever it is. And in control early in this second set of hard points. Shotzi, AR in hand, locking it down from Hedges. Hold the angle, winning the gunfight. Beautiful there on to Beans. 5 HP and just trying to play his life.
Hey, did you see that? He cooked an 8. Maybe he was listening to you.
Yeah, I swear, it's rare you see him do it. He's just tossing those things, I swear. Nobody in the point for now, and Hook will be tagged up and backed up to reposition.
Well, Ultra, they are just flying stage side. Just trying to get in that spot for P2.
Hey,
well, it's still 20 seconds left. In the middle of the map is Beans and Kleenex. They're going to find that time, or at least try to. A lot of pressure to deal with.
Aquí no lo matan.
Here for Optic. One player does split out, but
Oh, lo cachaste. Qué buena, Mercury.
You have P2 control. Optic Texas looking to close this out.
Mercury, some key spots where he's picking up spawns. It's been incredible to see. It's going to be a split again, and they're picking it up on both sides of it. Tracking back into the point will be Mercury. Extending this lead. 3 going to spawn close in the back. Ultra trying to fight back into the point. They need some time. They need it badly. Just
hay un Hellstorm. Se puede usar el Hellstorm aquí.
Si quiere. Spot over the last several hard points.
No hace ni falta.
As Dashy gets incredible damage in. I think it's Joe Deceives barely staying alive in the back, but it's still going to be Optic Texas in the point. Winning it from the front, everything you could want on rotation. This is textbook from Optic Texas. Lead growing and growing. They're doing everything right. This is what the Greenwall fans have wanted to see all year.
GG, loco, que tiene rotación. Oh, número 2, espérate, el número 2 está haciendo la play.
Cleanest
El
hard
Joe.
point we have seen from them. I don't know. Just a lot of the time, it is so chaotic.
You mean on red card?
Well, in
Ya
general,
lo vi,
in
estás
general, it just feels
13-21
like
con
they're
lo
finally
suave.
putting it all together.
Ay, Joe. La única esperanza.
Together, but trying to put down Joe Deceives, able to do that.
Sí, yo no creo que gane.
100-point advantage, so close to walking away with a round 1 win and get them into the top 6. They'll continue to fight on this weekend. Dashi continuing to put the pressure forward, just trying to deal with insight in the back, able to shoot off his toes as the pistol connects under the Jeep. They'll get 3 through on the feed. Only one player really fighting up forward. It'll be Joe Deceives again.
Nah,
He's gonna
Dashi
get
está
slammed.
imparable
Point
ahora
control
mismo.
again to Optic Texas, and they are just firing.
Now here, maybe your one last chance if you are Ultra. You have to get P4. They're going to find 3 kills. There are going to be some split spawns. Hook and Dash here trying to lock down this position. They knew where Hook is. I don't know if they know that Dashy's out. Okay, they do. Beans just trying to get to the double.
Uy, qué buena. Se vino Cleaner, se quedó la foto de él. Ahora sí.
His team onto this map 5. You see Joe and Insight starting to play stage. So can they find a full 60?
Yeah, I mean, a perfect hold here, and we've got a conversation now for this map. A break from Optic, and well, that might just be the map.
Ándale,
Hook dealing with Beans, that old. Kleenex just a sliver HP, trying to stay up. He's going to get dropped, and now here comes the
Está
Greenwall.
feo. Oh, GG.
They are absolutely swarming. Pressure Joe Deceives to make the play. He's going to get dropped. That's going to be an early break-in, and that might decide it. They can't win it here on this hard point, but what a beautiful break from Optic Texas, dominating here in the map.
What am I watching here? Just such clean hard point from these guys. Where has this been all year? This is what JP and Karma are talking about in their scrims, and now the individual skill is showing. Shotzi on 5
Con pistolita, olvídate de eso.
break. That is
Michael,
so
papá,
difficult
16,
to do.
19.
They took their time, they went it as 4, they found the opening picks, and now they are 20 points away from moving on.
I mean, out fundamentaling Mr. Fundamental in Toronto Ultra. This has been just class from Optic Texas. One more break
Ahorita
to
fue
close it out.
Vince que
Well,
estaba
it's a
11
camera
algo.
hard point that
Y
can
Vince
be
cogió una submachine
all
y se llevó
about
como
the
6
breaks.
corridos. Y
First
ahora
kill
Insight
for
está en
Shotzi.
la mierda.
The writing is on the wall. The round 1 win is just moments away with a break here. It's the last stand for Toronto Ultra. Dashi nearly gets through over the top, but the ARs do hit for Ultra.
Ah, qué partida, diablo, Cleaner lo voló.
I think he just wants to work on up, maybe find 2. Tries to get greedy, and Kleenex slams the door.
Yeah, but it's Optic Texas that can slam the door on this series. It's a hell of a fight, a hell of a hold here at camera for this Toronto Ultra team. Still enough time on this for Optic Texas to win until there's not. Now no longer can get it done here. An excellent hard point from Ultra, but they've got to be perfect now. 6 straight for Kleenex. Maybe he can tack on a streak to give them a little added firepower as we get back now to the P1.
Just, is it too late? Is it too late? You would love a Hellstorm, something extra.
Oh, no, espérate. Cleaner está a otro nivel.
Great gunfight win there. Just trying to slow the game down, and well, Optic just trying to find an opening. Who's going to pull out the sub? Actually, Mercury's follow it up. Starting to lead towards a time for the victory.
Inside hopes to find a timing. Doesn't find anything. Up over the 240 mark now.
Wait.
Still got a body inside the hard point until you don't. Mercury's trying to reposition. He's going to get caught. You break back about
7 puntos que falta. Yo lo dudo que Optic pierda esto.
Still fighting. Still holding. Maybe the most insane comeback we'll see on the year if they somehow do this.
It's just such a scrappy map, right? Like, it's so hard to do on red card. That's why we haven't really seen it.
GG. Ya lo, Optic ganó. ¿Sabes qué significa? Optic contra Face mañana. Ay, papá. Todo va a estar bueno. Todo va a estar bueno. Hook MVP de este juego. Hook jugó absurdo.
JP and Karma talking about the scrims, how much better it is. Look,